Hey everyone, I'm Liza Monet Morales. Welcome back to Every Way Woman, part 2 of Open Dialogue today, because once again we have a very hot topic on the table. So let's get right to it. The question is, why am I expected to vote for a presidential candidate just because he or she resembles me? What about the issues and the voting records? Rosa Sharon?
Yeah, I think that the issues are what's most important, and hopefully people out there are not thinking like, oh, are you expected to vote for someone who looks like you or has the same background as you? I think that can be a starting point for someone maybe listening to that person, but hopefully people are not only listening to that person, they're listening to all the candidates. And, you know, are you really listening to Obama, or are you just thinking he's cute and you want to vote for him? Or
well, and I think that's the problem, the problem and the solution in the same way. I will say the one positive thing that has come out with Obama getting into this race and Hillary running and even Giuliani and everybody has been that it's really brought focus on getting people involved in the election on a very early stage. Because never before have we seen candidates campaign over a year before, you know, the actual primary election was going to happen. So I think if anything, that is a big plus for politics as a whole in this country, because we become so apathetic. And it baffles my mind that people really take the privilege of voting as something that they can just give up and not recognize it's an insult. The amount of people and everybody else.
Maybe it should be a privilege and not a right, so that people like that who are just like thinking, oh, he's cute, and then I'll vote for him.
I think it's just time for everyone, if you're listening out there, no matter who you are, what your stance are on politics, educate yourself.
Don't vote just because your neighbor,
exactly,
or because he's cute, or because you saw the video, or because Oprah endorsed them. Don't, like, have your own brain. That's what's so embarrassing, is that people think that in this country we can't think for ourselves. Let's prove them wrong. That's my whole thing.
Educate yourself on the issues and then make a decision that fits you and your lifestyle and not based on any other means.
Now let me ask you, would you be offended if someone came up to you and said, so, start talking about politics, and right away said, so Demetrius, are you going to go to Obama's fundraising campaign next week, to their event? Would you be shocked and be like, wait, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you I was for him or not for him? Would you be offended that someone made the assumption that because he's black and you're black, that that's who you're voting for?
I would not be offended, but I will inform them if that's an event that I plan to attend or not. You know what? I think as a young lady, but you know what? You have to fight your battles. To me, that's that person ignorance. It has nothing to do with who I am and who I'm going to vote for. So I would kindly, in a nice way, let them know, no, I would not be attending that event, or yes, I will be attending that event. And leave it at that.
Right?
And just leave it at that.
Now, would you be offended if someone said, so Rosa Sharon, Hillary Clinton, how much did you send in for a donation, since that's who you're voting for, right?
Yeah, I would be very offended. I think that that's insane to think just because I'm a woman I should vote for a woman. There's so many candidates out there, Democrat and Republican and in between. And
well, let me flip it. What about the thought that they say then, and this is why people will say, no matter what, the only reason I'm going to vote for Obama isn't because I'm black, isn't because, I think he's cute, but it's just darn right because I just don't think a woman should be president. So even if Hillary had the best plan in the world, if she could lead me and she could make me a millionaire, I'm still not going to vote for her because she's a woman. I mean, is that not a problem?
That is a problem. It's sad that we in year 2008 and people base their decisions on someone
that sounds like
race or sexuality or
so they don't have the other person.
Exactly. I think that just shows that we haven't matured mentally. At this point, a woman can lead just as well as a male,
if not better.
If not better. And I think
there's other countries in this world where you have women presidents and they do a great job.
If we just look at our track record of our last president,
last 8 years,
that's one to say, you know what, maybe it's time that we have a female president.
Now, would you, and I'll be honest, I think I was a little thrown back when I actually encountered the first woman, though, I did meet and who told me, I'm not, that's exactly what she said, I'm not voting for Hillary, not because I don't think she has great issues, I think she does, but I'm not voting for her because she's a woman. And so I'm going to have to vote for someone else. And that's how I was. And I was like so offended. And not offended that I wanted to assume that she was going to vote for her because she was a woman. That's fine. But tell me you have a good reason why you're not going to vote for her, Right. And I'm like, okay, well, what does Obama stand for then? That he relates to you, kind of going to your issue. Well, I mean, I don't know. He's just the only other one I've seen in the press. And that's where it's become a popularity contest because the media has power and Oprah has used her power. Well, yeah, with money. But by putting those names out there every single week and doing all the videos and doing everything, the only people that people are seriously talking about these days in the election is Obama and Hillary. Poor John Edwards is like left in the dust as everybody else.
But it shouldn't matter. I was watching a View, and one of the young ladies on there said, I mean, I don't even want to hear him anymore. As far as I'm concerned, it's only Hillary and Obama in the race. And I'm like, how in the world are you going to make a decision like that? And we haven't even voted yet.
And well, did you missing someone who's really great, who could be a really great leader?
Right. Well, if you guys saw, a couple of the candidates already conceded and said, you know, all right, well, I hope I did my thing, but I'm stepping out. And I mean, it's so early in the game for them to already be dropping out. It really kind of goes to show you how high the stakes have been raised. And why I think it's such an important question that we have today is, should you be expected to vote for someone because they look like you? And either way, kind of something that you shared with us beforehand that your mom said is, this is a historical election because if we have an African American as president or if we have a female as president, it is going to be a big change. It's a big change. I get chills just thinking about it. So I feel like, don't assume if you're out there, but if anything, just educate yourself.
Educate yourself and vote.
Yes. The most important thing is to vote. All right, you guys, well, definitely let us know what you guys are thinking as well, because I'm sure you have your own opinions. Maybe you agree, you disagree, you want to throw tomatoes, whatever it is, let us know. So make sure to log on and drop us a line and let us know what's on your mind. Till next time, I'm Leslie Morales for Every Way Woman, and Open Dialogue is now closed.